currently 2-0 here for round 3. And it's not quite Discard Spell and a Confidant into Liliana, but it is close. So we are definitely going to keep this. And I think I just want to lead on Grim Lavamancer. Our opponent's mulliganing. So that's always nice when we have Inquisition and Liliana. And the reason we lead on Lavamancer is because turn 2 we can go Inquisition and shoot a 1-drop potentially. Basic Cleanse Aether Vial. Oh, we have Confidant. Interesting. Now I kind of just want to play that. Maybe Force is not the right land to get, because maybe we want to Inquisition and hold open Lavamancer, and also play Raging Ravine. So maybe we should have fetched a dual land there, because now this Force is not giving us mana next turn unless we hit something. But we get pathed, so it all works out, I suppose. Maybe we want to play Liliana and hold open Lavamancer now. Maybe discard the other Liliana. Perhaps the Raging Ravine. Fetch like a Stomping Ground. Yeah, I want to do that. Let's fetch Stomping Ground, discard the Ravine. Possible we could have just kept the fetch line open too, but I'm a little worried about like Leonin Arbiter type stuff. So now we can get to work on his hand, Lavamancer, whatever comes in, and then kind of make this Aether Vial a little bit useless. This game played out a little awkwardly. Tectonic Edge going down, not that big of a deal. I'm going to set my end step here because I might want to Lavamancer this. It is a Figure of Destiny that will die. Brave the Elements. You don't say. Alright then. Some interesting cards. Perhaps I should have just passed. Like Lavamancer on upkeep maybe. Now Vials at 2. Presumably a 2-drop's going to come in. So, even if I tick up Liliana, I kind of have to do this anyway. Tick up, discard Inquisition. I don't think we need to Lavamancer in response to anything. This could be Thalia, though, with Iganjo. Yeah. So, discard Inquisition. And we can Lavamancer the Figure, and then play out Scavenging Ooze. So now we have a 3/3, and our opponent just has basically a 2/1 for or 2/3 for a striker. So opponent can't attack this turn, and then we can Edict the Thalia, play out another Liliana if we want to. Our Ooze gets pathed. And Thalia is going to attack Liliana for 2. That's fine. We have a Ghost Quarter. So I could Ghost Quarter myself, shoot the Thalia, and then play another Liliana, end up with the Liliana on 4. I think that's better than any combination of just like ticking up Liliana. Or alternatively, we could play Liliana and tick down, and then still have stuff to put in our graveyard. But I think I might want the Edict next turn, potentially. Maybe not, though, since we have Lavamancer. I think maybe we just want more loyalty, though. And then we have another Lavamancer shoot next turn. If we draw a card, we can just discard it. So opponent Vials. It is an Arbiter. And we just want to shoot this thing down right now. So we're going to work with Liliana Lavamancer. I think I want to tick up, and if our opponent doesn't violate a creature, then we lose our bolt. But this way, if he does put in a creature, we get to bolt it. Our opponent has what is effectively Strip Mine. Do we just want to discard this Terminator, or do we want to keep Liliana on 6? I think we just want to keep it on 6. We're not in any rush to like ultimate. Puppy. Puppy's distracted. So just play Confidant here. Don't attack. No, we do attack. I was thinking our opponent could put it in Blade Splicer, but he only has Vial on 2. So another Thalia, that's fine. We can terminate this. And then still tick up. It's a long grind sometimes. We'll get him eventually. Honor the Peer is interesting. Now we could maybe do a Liliana Ultimate. Kill the Honor, the Pure, and the Vial, probably. Oh. Fair enough. Opponent feels like their best chance of winning is just this combination here. Maybe draw some sort of 2/2. Opponent drew a 1-drop of Weathered Wayfarer. Interesting. Drew another 1-drop. I don't think we have to play this Tomb. I should have Lavamancered there, because then our opponent would be dead this turn. Our opponent finally drew a 2, and it's a good one. But we have Infinity Bolts. So Jotun Grunt, huh? That's what we have to deal with. So I like Joan Charm, like Olivia. Knight of Souls Betrayal is probably going to be pretty good. I could see having a Grudge for his Vials. And then we can use Command just to grind, mostly. Discard's probably not great, and Liliana might not be great. Also can cut a Ghost Quarter, I think. So maybe Tasker, maybe Knight of Souls Betrayal. I think I want some Confidant still. And then Thoughtseize is just a worse Inquisition, I think. So Grudge for Vile, what do we think? Yeah, I mean, if I want to keep in all the Lilianas, then keeping Grudge for Vile seems good. It's possible I just want the extra colorless land since our mana base might be under attack. But colorless land doesn't even really help me cast that much stuff. But we'll try this on the draw, I think. Yeah. I don't really want anything else. So we'll see how this goes, and then potentially reevaluate. We worked him. Lavamancer got him good. This hand is definitely not good. We can't cast the Lilianas or the Chandras quite yet. Maelstrom Pulse requires us to draw land. Ooze is not particularly good if we don't have a bunch of spot removal. So I think this is a ship. And this hand seems much better. No, Aether Vial is a good start. Maybe I'm supposed to fetch turn 1 so we don't get Arbitored. Fetch a green-black. Because we definitely need a green mana off this. Sunlance, Sarah Avenger, Elspeth. Brave the Elements. I think we just take the Avenger. Opponent's hand is real slow. Our first hand actually would have been pretty nice against that. Just didn't expect him to have such a reactive hand. Chandra's pretty nice against Elspeth. She kind of dominates it. Alright, Tarmogoyf's a good draw. This will not get Sunlanced. Our first Ooze will get Sunlanced, but that's okay because we have the second one. Now we have a Confidant too. If our opponent plays Elspeth, we just attack Elspeth with both creatures. He has to chump. But yeah, I think he just wants to clear the board a little bit. And a Path Exile. Very nice. Very nice. I think we just want a forest. So if our opponent plays Elspeth and we bob into like a lightning bolt, we can kill it. with the Raging Ravine. Our opponent doesn't have a land either, so we can't keep Ghost Quarter up. So no Lightning Bolts, but we do hit Liliana, so that also does the trick. So make you sack your token. Here's the Arbiter. A little late, but he gets a Ghost Quarter Strip minus if he wants to. But we're pretty far ahead. I'll try to search. Doesn't work. Okay, I flipped Foothills and not Tasker. That's good. So we can't really fetch. I think this is okay. We can offer the trade. Confidant for Arbiter. Opponent does not block. We can just play this Tassiger. And maybe I don't want to remove the Ooze. And then tick up Liliana. I think our opponent had a different Brave the Elements. I could be wrong though. Yep. Yeah, I thought it was the Texas one. So we are a point short, I think. So just attack with these two. Ooze my Ooze, because we're going to do that anyway to gain a life. And then we can't die to a flip Tassiger. Yeah. Now, if our opponent has another Brave, that might be a different story, but yeah. Maybe I should keep the Ooze back. I guess with Chandra, I can probably force lethal next turn. And if I'm representing lethal and he has to chump block, that means I could probably just Chandra my own Confidant. And then that will gain me the life back off the Ooze. So yeah, maybe I could have played around everything here. Appears my opponent is disconnected. I don't know why, because we're 2-0, so it seems kind of silly. But pause the video, see if our opponent has any sweet revelations, any sweet draw steps. Alright, opponent had a slight power outage, apparently. Said he was on a 2-outer, so maybe it was Brave, but that's still even, like, it requires you to hit a 2-outer than me to hit my 1-out Tassiger. So yeah, currently 3-0. Modern's a weird format, a lot of weird decks, like mono white beatdowns apparently, so kind of one of the draws to the format, but Jund is pretty good against random stuff, so that's kind of the reason why we like it.